Hello everyone and welcome back to Vampire the Masquerade Reckoning of New York. Cause time to read shit. Ah, right, we're still on fucking night one, aren't we? Well, I tried getting through night one, but it kept going and going. Throwing up in the air. I brought myself some time to find render and scram out the save before the camera catches on. Though Trevor is a K2 tick clinging to my back, which honestly is kind of my own fault. Need to figure out how to shake him off. So we're going over here to Queens. We might not need out in order to repeat it, but I still out of sight really from the doors to Elysium slam shut behind us. Look at our crew of entitled assholes holed up in the old ivory tower sneering at Kendrick, just grateful to make dead ends meet. But they get a nice sharp stake to the foot. Hey, it's all good, my own words and silver tongue managed to buy me some time to find render to get the hell out of Dodge before the clowns catch on that we've already hit the west coast. The only pickup for now is
He's making that face at me and making it just stick that way.
Ah, yeah, it's Patrick. Yeah? This one looks like it and squint for good measure.
Well, are we referring to playground tactics now?
I'm concentrating blowing up your brain with my mind.
If it keeps you quiet, by all means, keep trying.
Human defying glare and whirl around to the exasperated side chasing after me. Be what may, the K2 tick's gotta go.
Look, the sun is about to rise. We can pick up a little dance of ours again tomorrow night, okay? Let's get moving. My haven is even in this part of town.
Haven, a place where vampires reside during the day. Hold up, what do you mean, your haven?
Alright, hear me out. I get that this whole thing is a bit of a pain for the both of us, trust me. I have no more desire to mind you than you have to be minded. But let's rewind for a second. You were the one who pit me out of Elysium and got us both into this mess. If I let you out of my sight, things will get proper unpleasant for me. Believe me, I'm speaking from experience. But you'll be torn to tread by Quater's hounds before the say oops snuffs you out sooner rather than later. That is a stone-cold fact.
Deputies!
How about we skip to the address and you tag along to a place I know is safe. We can regroup and figure out our next move come nightfall.
Dustman says fingers crossed for whoever the kid refers from a stroke. Maybe I can slip away and get to my RV.
No, your RP is completely off the table.
My RV is just fine. The fuck's wrong with my RV?
Valerie took her sweet time turning it inside out. Plus, the spot you chose for parking is that leave Ezra on safety, putting it mildly.
The fortress on wheels, steel shutters and everything. Kept me from turning to ash so far. Why does its parking spot suddenly matter?
When leaving these nights, location is everything.
Stay silent for a moment. Also, the thing is, I don't really know how bad those are. Like, I can't really tell if I'm good or bad on those meters. Stay silent for a moment, like you're thinking he's getting upper hand in our verbal spar. I still count it as my win. Nevertheless, he starts yapping again soon after.
In any case, we need a place to rest, and my haven is the safer choice. I'd really hate to resort to violence, but don't presume I won't drag you there if the need arises. It's your call.
Never mind, don't get a say. It somehow turns out to be my call. Come on. What do you think? How do you run away?
Obviously.
Oh, ye of little favors. Would I try to bail on you on Christmas night?
You stick around might just count as a true holiday mail code, and no, I don't bank on holiday mail codes. If you are under the impression I let you out of my sight, then you are not paying attention. Come on, let's not dilly-dally.
Dilly-dally? Did they embrace you in a Dickens novel? Talk about being charming. The embrace that of transforming mortal into a vampire killer drains and replaces the victim's blood with some of their own to pass. On the clan and curse, the newly embraced vampire is always one generation higher than their sire. You know, that's the thing that doesn't really make sense. Yeah, they're always one generation higher. You think by like half this point we would be having, you know, generations above like 20, 30 by now. If that, given the way it works, because it would basically be person A buys person B. Person B becomes vampire. Person B, person C, and so on, so on, so on. But from what I remember of Vampire the Masquerade is everything is still, you know, hasn't really gone like past 15. Like once you get around 15 it usually is thin bloods and shit. Which, you know, you'd think there'll be. But yeah, there's also still the vampire population control and all that, but still. Also, another reminder, like hell, Bloodlines. Bloodlines has that problem, well, okay, you have no fucking idea what generation you are. What your sire was, all that, it's just no numbers are given. Like, Redemption, at least your Karen is what? Shit, what was it? I think. She was 9, or is it? Yeah, like generation 9 or 8. Which means Christoph was 9 or 10. Which means technically, because Cosmos would put Christoph basically on the same as Cosmos, because Katarina bit both. I'm just thinking too much. The problem though is if you think about it, if they summon the actual powers, that if they were done properly, quote unquote, they were done properly, you end up with the whole problem, well, okay, so how would any of these powers actually affect any vampire? Especially when you're newly embraced. From a gameplay perspective, sure, it could work, but from an actual tabletop perspective, like being a Ventru, a newly embraced Ventru, you're sort of fucked because Dominate is based on, usually on generation, among other factors. And when you're, you know, unless you've been embraced by someone up, or should I say down the totem, someone much lower generation, you're just going to be, yeah, your Dominate shouldn't work on half the vampires it can work on from a gameplay perspective, because they've been embraced probably long before you by probably much lower generations. And yeah, it's like, how do these powers even work? Because they should be able to influence someone of, you know, lower generation than you. But from gameplay perspective, it doesn't really factor that in properly. I think Redemption tried, but Redemption's also full of a lot of holes. Because trying to actually do tabletop mechanics in a actual game, that like a role-playing game, is, yeah, it's difficult. Without running into, well, the player couldn't do shit. Like this, for example, we have no idea generations. Like, we have no idea generations. No idea generations. Like us, for example. No idea generations. We're not given that detail. We are given the fact that... Well, let's go here. Baron, Chantry, Coterie Court. Driftland. Ah, right. I was trying to go to my disciplines, but this is not my disciplines. It's glossary. There's my disciplines. So, for example, we didn't choose obfuscate. Obfuscate, I still will bring up the fact that obfuscate, from a visual novel perspective, is situational. From a gameplay perspective, obfuscate is fucking wonderful. Like, it just depends. You gotta think of this in... You gotta think of disciplines in a way that works with the situation. As I said, situation. Like, bloodlines. Obfuscate is one of the best powers. It literally is one of the best powers. Because hell, fully matched obfuscate and bloodlines, you can literally just turn that on, walk through, and assassinate pretty much everything. The only problem you might have is vampires, because for some reason, bloodlines does not have a proper check on vampire powers versus vampires. 90% of the time you end up fighting vampires, yeah, your powers are not going to really help, unless they're ones that actually buff you or debuff. Like if you try using like thaumaturgy on vampires, it might work if you can hit them with blood stuff, but obfuscate, they're going to see through that. Animalism is, well, it's not, it's pitched a lot different in this because, yeah, control, feed more effectively, communicate with animals. It's not like locust swarm. Or summon wolves, or any of that fun. Beckoning. Beckoning was a good one. Yeah, I really like beckoning, because yeah, you could summon basically a familiar, which is different for each one based on the clan. Still not entirely sure how. We haven't even really had a chance to even use animalism yet. We've had to use presence. The thing about presence is presence also. It falls under that same category, sort of like dominate. Well, the ability to influence emotions in others to attract or to terrify. Now, a reminder, there's a reason why we didn't even use that in the court, because let's face it, those are vampires that probably outrank us, and yeah. Presence is just wasting blood against, you know, like this is good against mortals and higher gen vampires, not against vampire elders and shit. Well, vampire, or not elders. What's the difference between elder and not elder? Well, you know, it's not Methuselah. It's and sewers. And sewers would make more sense. Anyway. Continuing. Someone's on him, it turns out Mr. Thin and Mean over there, which is immovable. All going seems fearful, time for a different approach. Toss him a thoughtful glance, noticing him leisurely fitting with one of those ugly rings adorning every conceivable part of his hands. What jerk my gang would eat him alive? Well, I can deal with him on my own, just fine. All I need is a little bit of inspiration. Very glad look around, a couple of schemes start to take place. Not that hungry. How about a magic trick? The fence ring might be a bit ambitious when he's so wide, but I've got no trick up my sleeve. This show ring from my belt bag, a drink I picked off some sucker back in Chicago. Piece of junk really, no Pancho would glance twice, but you never know when a useless thing might come in handy. Put myself awkwardly in an appropriately embarrassed face. So, try to say is sorry for getting snappy earlier? Rough night you get?
Well, pouch isn't quite enough, but it's a start.
Yeah, well, you got off on the wrong foot, huh? Let's start again. Name's County. Dashed in my hand, it hovers in the Frigidaire, waiting for his response after a brief pause. He reaches out and shakes it.
Patrick Connery.
Hey, this is my cue, clasping his hand, warm with both of mine and shaking with all the vigor I can muster. Nice to meet you, Patrick. Fancy seeing a magic trick?
I beg your pardon?
I flash him the ring with a nasty smile, watching as his face turns a shade paler. Before he gets a chance to check his own fingers, I take a bit of swing. Want your precious ring back, then fetch. I hurl the ring into the distance, listening to the clinks of the wall. Catch as the caitiff flashes up, I seize the moment and zoom away in opposite direction, push my legs as fast as they go. I have no idea where I'm going, but solitude sounds perfect right now. Even after everything tonight, it looks like I'm on the roam. Must be that Rapno's charm working his magic. I instantly regret my choice the moment I dash her out of the way, dodging through handling crates that seem to be filled with combat gears, snaps their attention toward me the moment I make my entrance, and they see my inhuman speed. Shit. Oh, great. I'm stupid. Fuck. Caleb, look. Oh, goody. Her again. Seriously, what the hell? Much as the fluke choice is awfully fucking up coincidence, I've seen those too much to believe in those. It's that raggedy bitch. I told you I wasn't seeing things. And now, for fuck's sake, I've got eyes. Squad to your positions. You're gonna circle me and exchange your nods. Only that I know is a tactical skill. I'm sorry, tactical skill? They do not look like they're tactical skill. Then a surgical outline of wooden stakes. This infamous Spatial Affairs Division, also called SAD, the Separate Division of Information Neutralizing the Kindred Threat, get their targets had used not only as influence in law enforcement, but also their sensitive case fires on anti-kindred activities and some finesse and detachment. Commandeered kindred assets give them impressive economic freedom from other global interests, and part what vampires call the second interstitial. No knows. Seriously, fuck my life. Brenda was spot on. Always too quick to pop the champagne. Back off with you, this isn't going to end well for you. Tactical kill. You know, look at his tactical kill. Got your filthy gob, leech. He whips out a stake to compensate for his shaky tone. Not one for head-on combat, but it's way past the time for cunning. From the sides now. Come at me all at once with an attack surprisingly uncoordinated with such a well-equipped team. That just shows the only reason I may survive this. The flash of heat searches through me, the movement seems to slow down. Grab the first one by the arm as he swings at knifing me, driving my nails into his armpit. Then turns a shade of red I find is disturbingly pleasant. That's how I leap and spin, taking the squeaky girl down with a kick that leaves her neck at a grotesque angle, her body crumpled to the ground. The leader waves the stake in hesitation, searching for opening. Bring it on, you undead whore! I don't give him a chance. In an instant, I'm at his throat. Tearing and ripping, his blood rushes to my skin like a hot shower feels comforting. Chaos fades, though I am perfectly unharmed. Amid the Coteries swept up in the rush of victory. Tonight is definitely my night. No, it's not, because we basically wasted time, and what's-his-face is going to catch up to us. I mean, Patrick. He's totally going to catch up to us, because we took the time to, you know, waste these fools. Make noise wasting these fools. But then reality strikes quite literally. Ah, fuck, we've been staked. Nope, never mind. After rains and sunny days, I scrambled to get up. To get out before the cage catches up. No, we should let the cage catch up. He might be of use when we're in this situation. So I tried to rise, and kick sends me sprawling. Never thought one that I missed sits on top of me, stake in hand, aimed straight at my heart. React instantly, bucking my hips and reach for his elbow, but ready to tear and rip, but I can't. And I don't have to. Suddenly, hands in circle thugs neck, twisting in a complete circle. I was in some horror movie now. Drops beside me, lifeless as the cage of cottage retrieves a steak. Well, see, what did I say? We made too much noise.
You've lost something.
Piss off.
I believe thank you is the phrase you're looking for. You should be glad I fetched the ring in record time.
Since his hand was Grayson, there was part of me itching to grab it. To pull at and literally take him down a peg, but I let the moat pass the road, one me out, and Dawn's creeping up on us. It fierce as hell, pushing myself up amidst pride and fatigue.
Why don't you hold on to the stake? Consider my mentor at the time you nearly got taken up by field hunters and need my intervention. Slice of humble pie, if you will.
Tuck the steak into my belt bag, very more awkward about it than I cared to show.
We have a steak.
The record I had it under control, but wait, hunters.
Of course, you didn't seriously think it was the sad, did you?
That's how it chuckled. The first one I've heard from him. I feel it was out of place, I think.
You didn't take it personally, but if it was the sad you were up against, you'd have been taken out before you even realized there was a threat. Too well organized, too professional. These guys, however,
Sweeps the hands around, gesturing towards the fallen hunters.
But they haven't quite mastered the element of surprise.
Yeah, they didn't seem like, you know, organized hunters, cause I'm pretty sure we'd be shot by, you know, silver fucking bullets and light infused and UV rays and all that shit. And still fucking night one, by the way. Jesus. Running into that menu is in one place. Could have mentioned something about a locust swarm back at Elysium, but come on, twice in one night? That's more than just bad luck.
Indeed, New York is nowhere near as safe for our kind as it once was. This is not your typical hunter behavior, it's an anomaly, and its source is still unknown. Until we figured out, I strongly advise against spraying like a demented cheetah, biting whoever is within arm's reach, or showing off your unique powers. So basically, hey, don't do shit, you know? You know, we gave you all these things that you could do, but don't do them. For your own safety, assume you're under constant surveillance. Choose your movements wisely. Well, shit.
That time I'm hearing this kind of warning tonight, maybe I should actually start paying attention.
You might want to rethink your attempts to ditch me. I might not arrive in time to save you the next time you get in trouble.
This time he seems to have me all figured out. Alright, maybe stick with you might have some benefits.
Am I hearing things, or is that a compliment?
Don't let it go to your head, and don't expect to repeat. Now about that haven of yours. And Will Cative lies low. Oh, well, I could have a detour. So, the sun's about to rise, and I've had more than enough for one night. I need to sink into the deep, dark void to rest, and tonight Patrick's Haven is the place to be. But there's also a stranger in the night, which is a detour. We could go do that, even though it's about dawn, so New York, you never know when you'll bump into the king of all douchebags. Well, it feels like it happens every goddamn time you step foot outside. Sure, why not detour? Still fucking night one. Actually, that right there looks concerning. That almost looks like it's starting to become a sunrise. Oh god, we're gonna die. Silence usually does the bother me. So for a chance to collect my scattered thoughts, which, let's be honest, are usually all over the damn place. There's to be a big flashy sign they fucked up, and that's... I've got to scramble to bounce back from the mess I made. This kind of silence, so this is some golden opportunity right here. One which I throw in the towel, stop giving a shit, and just enjoy watching the lanky one scrum like he's got an army of official fish going to town on his brain. Of course it doesn't last, not with that oddball in the distance eyeing us. Christ, check out that guy. Huh? That bootleg Wesley Snipes right over that, right there, look. Just sort of glance towards the guy decked out in black, but the longer I stare, the more I think, oh shit. You think he's one of them, a hunter?
But of course not. I mean, I get the group we dealt with wasn't exactly a think tank, but out here, in broad daylight, and dressed like a walking cliche.
Brothers are so fast I almost suspect he's trying to distract me.
He's just a stranger and I pay him no mind.
Yeah, sure. When stranger danger turns to the skin crawling sensation of unfamiliar presence getting too close has it dulled since I was embraced. Now I've got better defenses than mere pepper spray. The way he looked at me as we crossed paths is disgusting and indescribable. Then he speaks. He's not a hunter. He's not a hunter. Look at them red glowy eyes. Evening, ma'am. Oh. You called us a ma'am. Now that's concerning already. Something eerie about the tone of his voice and not automatically and shoot Patrick away every look. He sinners to keep walking. Mr. Conroy, evening to you. Quite the night, eh? Fuck, this isn't Randall then. The way he drops Patrick to the last name. That's just on tracks like he's cast a binding spell.
Quite the night indeed. We're kinda in a rush though.
I see, I'll be brief then. Mr. Conroy, your obligations. I'm here on behalf of our showed acquaintance, gently reminding you of what's at stake. Circumstances rapidly change, as you're well, I'm sure. Smugness and sport is grating enough to make me grind my teeth, but surprisingly it's Patrick who loses his cool, not me. Tony gets abrasive, a sight of him I've never seen before, but then I've known him 3 hours tops.
I'm well aware, and don't you worry about passing that along. I've managed without proxy so far, and I don't plan on needing one now.
Regrettably, that's not up to you to decide. Guys, I don't sign up for an evening of snarky back and forth. I mean, the sun's rising. No. It's like, no. Sarah should take a chill pill. Maybe hang up a nightclub is what you need to let go of that pimp rage. She seriously got the overalls down. Mr. Conroy, keep your wiring in line, would you? Don't shade with how he's making eye contact. I'll grow some balls and face me.
Stay out, Callie.
Not done here on clothing this asshole as an evil judged by his puffed up chest. Suddenly he's all chill like we didn't even have a moment. Enjoy the night, Mr. Conroy. Ma'am. He locks eyes with me. Better watch out for dingy animals that crawling with vermin, as you already know. So words echo in my mind as we head towards Patrick's safe house. At first I thought it was a threat, but now I'm not so sure. How the fuck does he know? Does gossip ever spread around that Kirkley Hill? Who the hell is that?
Just an old contact mine, nothing to worry about.
Right. And how the fuck did he know about running with the hunters?
I don't know, Callie, okay? Maybe he took a wild guess. It's not exactly a stretch to run into trouble here, especially with you around.
Clearly shaken by the whole thing. How intriguing. Look, I'm sorry, it's probably nothing to lose sleep over. Let's just get moving, alright? You're not enough, not there's much choice with him being all jitters and no candor. Looks like my dear Katie was sitting on power secrets considering the vibe of that jackass we dealt with. I'm sure we'll find out all about that when we play as the Katie next time. But personally, we still have to consider all these nights they're taking forever. But then again, what are we if not the secrets we keep? Now, we go to this one. And the same scene. Okay then. The walk was endless long. I tried to focus on the task of looking rendered, but my thoughts just won't line up right. Definitely not a promising end to the night. Before I know it, we're already out.
This is our stop. Let's head inside. Dawn is nearly upon us.
Well, we had to have that back and forth and stuff. Of course, dawn is nearly upon us. Steps to the front door, but at least open for me. I see it as a slight sign of trust, or maybe I'm just too exhausted to be on the lookout for tricks. Home sweet home. Yeah, just remember we can't stay in havens for like I forget how the raveners work. I mean, it mentioned that hey, we need to always be on the move, or we catch on fire. So speaking to Kindred's haven is kind of like trying to read their diaries, when they have one, of course. Our plan, which I showed my crew, might tell a secret covert operations, daring escapes, and tight-knit camaraderie. Those who are flair for drama, that is. To anyone else, it could seem like a mobile hideout for a few smugglers. See, how does that work? I mean, it's a mobile haven, but it's still technically the same haven. So you're technically sleeping in the same place, but since it moves, I don't know. I'd have to understand more of the Ravnos curse. Havens only been a guest in many havens, but this one is practically showing its love affair with books and a certain, let's say, relaxed approach to tidiness. The pattern approach didn't expect to have company like ever. The image was covered in books, papers, and random notes, wild mosaic of ideas from the mundane to the outright unhinged, I swear, though even scribbles on napkins in the mix. Patrick seems a little flustered, but that I caught his haven in such a way. Rushed to clean up, picking up an armful of paper along the way.
Make yourself at home. The couch is all yours.
At least the windows are still open up and secured with steel shutters. I was like, why are they open? Pretty decent haven, I think, just a tad too lonely for my taste. Well, we're here if you want to understand someone. Look at the book collection. Among the clutter of vast collection of James Joyce stands out, surrounded by other books that feel more like homework than leisure reading. Pair of stories and literature, definitely on the no fun side. Stack of previous collections kept under wraps and impossible to read, but the ones later in the rest of the space is up for grabs. Stretch my neck and I get a closer look, ditching any attempt to be sneaky, only to find some disjointed snippets about history, voices, oracles, and the like. She was disappointed found only to be met with a painfully blank gaze. Clearly someone's got the poker face down pat. A history buff, don't take this the wrong way, but you totally give off that vibe.
Why would I take it the wrong way?
I give it a casual shrug and he offers a smile return. It's not exactly brimming with joy, but hey, I'll take what I can get.
Get some rest, we've got a busy night ahead of us.
Oh, almost done with night one. It's hard to put up a fight against common sense, especially when you're running on empty. Give me a fake wave, set onto the couch amid a few of straight papers, and let myself sink into the deep, dark void of rest. A few hours prior.
God, we're starting night one. Intermission.
Ooh, Tremere Laboratory. The static drone of machinery blends with the aroma of ancient dust and robust alchemy, conjuring a palpable atmosphere that tenses the senses. It's a relentless reminder of the raw power in action, a sensation that never leaves you no matter how far away you go. It's a common theme across Tremere Labs, or did she add a personal twist just for my sake? But that's beside the point tonight. Tonight the stakes are high. No room for getting sidetracked. Oh, goody. Also for Tremere Laboratory, it seems a bit empty. Like, among our assets once, you do understand all the specifics you had, the procedure and the rest that come with it. In case I stamp to the necklace, a symbol might cause an unsound agreement. Like, make no mistake, should you attempt to violate my arrangement, I'll have you. My methods to track you down, believe me. It'll be far less pleasant than what's coming next. Oh, goody. We have Shadow Person. My judge from the Shadow could be Thomas Arturio again. Do we give him Thomas Arturio's voice? Fuck it, we're giving him Thomas Arturio's voice. Let's just get this over with, shall we? Eventually, however, pain so intense appears that my flesh is being torn asunder. No matter how much I try, I can't black out for even the briefest moment of bliss for a reprieve. My consciousness clings on as stubborn as I am. It's probably our sire, knowing our luck. It's making me pay for my philanthropic sins, or pay the road for the new ones to come. But I can just work in, so is the prize that's coming after. But we don't get to know about that. Oh no. We don't get to know about that. By the way, we finally made it to night fucking 2. Oh, December 2024. It's all... oh crap, it's already in the future. Well, you know what we need to do? We need to save the game. Had to be fair, it's only been 36 minutes, but at the same time, yeah, we got through the night. Took us a while. But yeah. So anyway, next time we continue into night 2. The fun that'll bring. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all and have a nice day. Yeah. I think from here on out I'm probably going to do maybe hour sections of reading. Maybe only 30-minute sections, I don't know. The problem though is it depends how much I feel like reading before my throat's like, no. So anyway, hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all and have a nice day.